Governor Kristi Noem announced her intention several months ago to merge South Dakota's Department of Agriculture and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Today, she made that merger official by way of executive order. Austin Goss is at the state capitol and has more for us on what that merger means for South Dakotans. Good evening, Austin.
Good evening, Kelsey and Brian. Governor Noem's executive order creates what she calls a one-stop shop for agricultural producers. However, critics of the merger still have questions. The state argues that the merger of the two departments saves agricultural producers time and the state money.
Currently, if you're the right sized dairy, the DE&R is visiting your site at least once a year. Our thoughts are, instead of 2 state vehicles and 2 staffs going there, a total of 3 times a year and visiting that producer, we can cut it down to just 2 and getting rid of 1 trip.
That has pitted 2 of the state's largest farmer groups against each other. The South Dakota Farmers Union has come out staunchly against the merger. They cite the environmental impacts.
I think that's the reason we have it the way we do now, so it's not a one-stop shop. Why should protecting the health of individuals from, for instance, dairy, the food product coming from dairy, and also the environment, the damage that could be to water, soil, air. Why should that be an easy thing to do?
However, the South Dakota Farm Bureau came out in favor of the move and says the environmental aspect isn't supremely affected.
There are those that are concerned that it will erode the environmental protection. There are some on the ag side that would say we're going to erode the focus on agriculture. But we think that can be maintained on both sides. Agriculture is working very hard to convince consumers of how we can help maintain the environment and take care of the water and the natural resources. And by combining these 2 departments, those 2 aspects can really work together.
Now, the divide on this issue tends to break down on party lines, with Democrats opposing it. The legislature would need a simple majority in one chamber to overturn an executive order. In Pierre, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.
Austin, thank you. Dakota News Now is your source for State House 2021 coverage. State House reporter Austin Goss will have live reports each day during the session. Make sure you follow him on Twitter as well at Austin Goss SD.